Most men are deeply unattractive because of Mother Nature and something called the Great Scam. The Great Scam was the day that the male of the species convinced the female of the species that it no longer needed to prove itself worthy in order to reproduce and have babies. But the fact that the men are ugly says otherwise, right? They're not supposed to exist. They're supposed to be cannon fodder to the strong, attractive men who are worthy of having babies. So while y'all are out here being like, the men don't take care of themselves, that's why they're unattractive. No, you're fucking a 10,000-year-old genetic anomaly. He's not supposed to exist, babe. Like, there's no amount of moisturizer and sunscreen that will change the fact that his great-great-great-great-great-grandma should have fucking swallowed him. Like, we are out here fucking and making babies like we're a goddamn endangered species, but the breeding stock.
Hey everyone, welcome to Shimmer Girl Talks. Wasn't really planning on talking about this woman, but I'm going to go ahead. But it hit me. I can speak on it from this angle. The reason why this young lady here had such bravado and could speak with her chest on somebody else's looks is because she most likely posts up in a sisterhood echo chamber where everybody hates men for their own personal reasons. And in a lot of cases, it might be due to their looks. It could be, and not necessarily, because plain Janes get married all the time, but most definitely because of ugly dispositions. And I'm willing to bet that this young lady here is one of those ones who's called me, picked me over the years, male identified, and a host of other names. These women, they're, like I said, they post up in these forums. Sometimes it's female geared forums, which I used to belong to years ago. And then sometimes they are mostly male-oriented forums, like the Kevin Samuels forum on Facebook. And the main women who talk about how much they hate men and are dusties, they bring their funky behinds up in those forums where the men are every single freaking day. And a lot of these women don't hate men as much as they think that they do or claim that they do. They can tell each other that because they feed off of that. But the real issue is the man that they want don't want them. And this is where you get that anger and ire from. Because there's this lady, I'm gonna call her out, even though I think it's in her as well, but she keeps it on low key. Her name is Stephanie Perry, and she helps black women leave the United States. And I've heard her say, something about decentering men. So she's in that group as well. But she could get on her platform and just keep it focused on black ladies. Let's leave America for the better, for our mental health, for our better way of life. We don't have to deal with racism and this, that, and the other. I can respect a woman like her more because every day it's not let's beat up on men and call men deeply unattractive and ugly and call the women who don't hate men pick me. So these women, they are a sad excuse for women, but they will never, ever admit, I feel inadequate as a woman. I know that the man that wants me, I know the man that I want wouldn't spit on me if I was on fire. That is their main thing. And they can sit up in these forums and lick each other's wounds and nobody to challenge them. That's why she was comfortable enough to talk about men being deeply unattractive.